As a culture, I find we're obsessed with quiz shows. Why? It's a simple answer. We love to test our knowledge. We put value on intelligence. It becomes a literal competition to see who is the smartest. You can look beyond quiz shows and look at any standardized test as further evidence of that. As much as I appreciate smart people, I've come to realize that the true test is not what you know. It's what you do when you don't know. It's how you overcome obstacles. That's the real test of the mind. It's easy to look at someone we think is smarter than us and feel inferior. The reality is none of us are born with any knowledge. It must be learned and attained throughout life. As writer David Foster Wallace said,
I have come gradually to understand that the liberal arts cliche about teaching you how to think is actually shorthand for a much deeper, more serious idea. Learning how to think really means learning how to exercise some control over how and what you think.
That's right. We must learn how to think in order to learn, because if we don't, we'll forever feel overwhelmed by any subject, simple or complex.
Must be an on button somewhere. Press the Apple thing.
Let me pose it to you this way. How many friends or family members do you have that try their hand at something, rave about it, only to weeks or months later push it out of their lives completely? When asked, their explanation may be the infamous, "It wasn't for me."
No, I don't want to quit. That's not fair. But I'm just saying that I would just like a little credit for the fact that I'm killing myself trying.
Here's a concrete example. I know plenty of people who start tennis, love it, and see themselves become better and better than they hit a plateau. They can't overcome it, thus stop playing tennis. The initial incline is evident in all areas, both physical and mental. Those who quit as soon as they reach the first delineation from this upward trajectory are referred to as dabblers. They try their hand only so far as it provides reward for their efforts. Here's a reality check. In all disciplines of life, there will be plateaus to overcome. This is exactly where the notion of what you do when you don't know comes in. What will you do when you stop improving? What happens when you stop seeing results? What will you do when the going gets tough? What will you do when you simply just don't know? The reason why many scrap activities, goals, and projects altogether is because it's far easier to quit. Quitting is the default action most people take, unfortunately, and it's rather sad. Often you'll hear people refer to someone as quitting on their dreams. That's exactly what it is most often.
You know what? I got an idea for you. Instead of being an idiot every day, why don't you go back to school, graduate, and get the company?
Because I don't want it anymore.
Oh. What do you mean you don't want it anymore?
But there's several strategies beyond giving up. Mentors, books, online videos or classes, articles, groups. You get the picture. Usually, the harder the problem, the more you'll have to employ a combination of those. Your ability to figure out what to do when you don't know will impact how fast you'll be able to work through those roadblocks. If you research solutions to similar problems of the past, discuss it with people deemed experts within those areas, you can chip away at the problem.
I think I can. I think I can.
Just never give up. It's not easy, but it is that simple. However, the real challenge is often that even those who overcome these hurdles are surprised by such hurdles whenever they come up along the way. If we look at a chart, we classify the first type of person as a dabbler, quitting at the first obstacle. The people who overcome these hardships but don't see them coming will eventually be decimated by their inability to foresee such roadblocks. With each breakthrough, they lose a certain amount of passion, energy, because of the effort required in overcoming it.
Somebody call a stretcher. Stick a fork in him, he's done.
There is a third level, though. A real master knows that complications are to be expected. This is a person who understands if she anticipates them, she will not be overwhelmed by their inevitability. Masters not only have strategies they can use to break through such hardships, but they also don't fear the adversity of such moments. In a way, it's a combination of perseverance and patience. So the next time you watch or meet someone who knows a lot, rather than be intimidated, learn from them. If you don't know something they know, it's okay. Ask for clarity. Ask them to explain.
Where do you live?
In the city.
Do you have a house?
Apartment.
Own or rent?
Rent.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
People may judge you or demean you for things you don't know. Don't give in to those taunts. You know things they don't. Understand, I do value knowledge, but as you go through life, let your thirst for knowledge be the driving force, not a goal.
Oh look, what's this? The hanging mistletoe. They kiss? Why that looks so unique. Inspired! The gathering around to hear his story, roasting chestnuts on a fire. What's this?
Study your passions and execute them to the best of your ability. And as time goes by, continue to get better because of what you've learned along the way. As a start, focus on identifying how you learn best. Is it visually? Is it kinetically? Is it auditorily? This will help yield results faster, as each of us has a different way of learning. If you found something useful, consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing with friends, and you can explore my films, books, and writing at philsvitek.com. And if you want deeper access, direct interaction, and ways to support my creative work, I have a Patreon page. Everything's linked in the description. However you engage, thanks for being a part of it.